tourist motorhome parks in the state of Florida are located right here in the Dora Canal. The second portion, Todd and I are going to put you in the unprotected cypress swamp, and you're going to see cypress trees, the ones that live in the water, anywhere from 100 to 900 years old. And you're actually going to see the real Florida. And this has been coined the prettiest mall in Florida. And I think you're going to agree with me once we get finished here. Now the first bird I'm going to show you is right in front of the gazebo to your right. Sitting on the pylon, he's taking a picture of a stationary pelican. It hasn't moved in over 25 years. You're your best view and you will not be in my way at any given time. Hold on. Yes, that helped. Thank you. Good job. Wait till you see the next one.
All right, folks, if you're coming through now, I want to point something out here. We're going to do the red house and slopes.
Wow.
Slope plan is working. First thing I want to point out is all the beautiful Spanish moss hanging from the trees. The Spanish moss is amazing. It's an air plant. And what's also interesting about this plant, it also was the cause of the first ever recall in the automotive industry in the United States.
Very cool.
Yes, sir. Henry Ford used to come to Central Florida quite a bit. Used to come to Florida quite a bit. He saw all the Spanish moss that he thought would make excellent stuffing in the car seats. The problem with it being an air plant, once it broke the seam of the seats, it released the chiggers. So people would be getting in their car seats, getting bit up by bed bugs, basically. So he had to recall all those seats. So everything he thought he was getting for free ended up costing him. And that's a true story. Now as we go up and down the canal here, you're going to see a little bit of everything. We got these live oaks, we got some pine trees on the canal. You're going to see some beautiful old cypress trees. Now, coming up on the left-hand side of the boat here, you're going to see a park. This park is called Summerall Park, named after General Summerall. He's a Tavares native and a World War II veteran, and they named that park after him. But what's really interesting about this park, from 1927 to 1934, there was a zoo right here. It only lasted a short amount of time. They built it to try to get tourists to come to the area, but they couldn't compete with the river, so they closed the zoo after only 7 years. All right, folks, as we go under the bridge here, this is the bridge we got to watch out for. That's a sewer pipe. We hit that, we'll be in trouble. So we got to take a deep breath and we'll get under that.
Yeah, if we hit that pipe, that would stink.
Literally. Probably be over here all week.
Still?
Alright, here we go. Oh. It's good that we don't scrape the bottom of the bridge either. Those are all spider eggs, actually. Alright, now we're coming back into the canal here. I want to point out something to the right. This beautiful white lighthouse with a checkerboard pattern. With the glass on top of it. Those are filled with hummels, little German figurines. Now why that lighthouse is there, I have no idea. But I do see our first alligator every day. You're looking up on the bank there. It's got an outlook. There's something that says sunbather. That's a Chinese alligator. He was made in China.
Oh, yeah.
He was made in China, that one.
Oh.
He's not real. I'm positive. But I can guarantee you, at last count, Fish and Wildlife have estimated 6,500 alligators in the Harris chain of lakes. So you may not see one right now, but trust me, they are here. Now we got the Gnome Village. He pointed out the Gnome Village. This is awesome. There's even a little gnome wedding going on. Now what's interesting about the Gnome Village, when the snowbirds head back up north, which will be starting real soon here, they go with them. And in the fall, when they come back, they have a Gnome Village decorating party. About 6 weeks ago, a little prankster stole all the gnomes from the Gnome Village and put them on everybody's boathouse up and down the canal here. We even had a few hanging from the trees, so it took them a few days to get them all back. They got them back, but we all got a good chuckle out of that because that's probably something either myself or Captain David would have done if we were 6 years.
That's a great one. Here to your left, guys. That's the largest of our herons.
We got the great blue heron right here. Look at it. coming up ahead, folks, is the State Road 19 bridge. To the right will take you back towards Tavares, Mount Dora, eventually 441, and you go either way. To the left will take you out to Howard in the Hills. What's interesting about this bridge, when we go under it and come out on the other side, we're going to go back in time. The other side of this bridge is the original Dora Canal. It's an all-protected habitat. It is what it looked like 200 years ago. So when you go under this bridge, get ready, you're going to go back in time.
Mm-hmm. Nostalgia.
Imagine yourself. Okay, tangerine trees and marmalade skies. Under the bridge to the right there, you see some birds there, and it looks like we got an egret. It's a little snowy egret. Also known as the yellow slippery egret. He's got yellow feet, little yellow toes. He actually uses that to attract fish, so he uses that spear, that long beak, and spears the fish. You guys remember Beetlejuice, the movie, or Harry Belafonte? This is the audience participation time. Ready? Deo! Deo! Did I come? You're a good the band back together. Was this bird here? We got a lift it. Prisoner Aslan, or the old Johnny Weissmuller Tarzan movies. That bird is featured. His voice is call. That is the limpkin.
Now, folks, that is the mating call to Lincoln, so don't be alarmed if one happens to come on the boat.
Try again. I got the wrong time.
You know, I knew he was a Limpkin. I knew it.
Limpkin knows his own. Now, folks, this is the Dora Canal. This is what it looked like 200 years ago.
I didn't even have meat washing.
The scary thing is, I went to hug him. You made the call. It works. I'm gonna have to do that in downtown tonight. See how lucky I get. Now we got an Anhinga on the branch right here. See with his wings spread? That's the female. Now the female has the brown feathers from the neck up. The male is all black. But the reason that bird is sitting there like that with his wings spread, he's drying himself off. The Anhinga is one of the few water birds that do not have essential oil in his wings to dry himself off. And that's for a very specific reason. He uses that sharp beak, dives down underwater, he can hold his breath for 5 minutes or so, uses that long beak, it spears a fish, then comes up to the top and throws that fish in the air and catches it, and down the gullet it goes. It's pretty neat to watch, unless you're the fish. Now the female, like I said, the female has got the brown feathers from the neck up and the male is all black. So you'll see both of them as we go down the canal here. Now off to the left here, you're going to see some development. This was actually grandfathered in because there's no development on the canal from this point to the protected habitat. But that's Les Chateaux Villa. That's French for mobile home park. I don't know. It just sounds good. But as I said, it's a protected habitat, so there is no development on either side of the canal. In fact, for a quarter mile each side of the river is all protected. So you won't see any buildings or houses or anything from now on all the way to Lake Eustis.
Lake Eustis.
Folks, picture 200 years ago, the Timucuan Indians living in here. Now, that Timucuan tribe originates from Jacksonville to Titusville, and they lived on the intercoastal waterways. Well, like most humans, they got inquisitive, so they came into the interior parts of Florida. They found the water source here in Lake County, and they took up residence here as well. Now, there are no surviving Timucuan Indians. They've long since been decimated due to population of plague. Sides of the shoreline and the ground cover, there's 9 different species of ferns that are growing that are all native to Florida. One coming up to your right, that is the Boston fern. You can buy that in a hardware store, put it in a hanging basket. And then there's the baby's breath that we put in floral arrangements, and they all are derived from Florida's cypress swamps.
Off to the left here, you got a great white egret sitting in the off the riverbank. That's the largest of the egrets. We come around this turn here, look at this. This is old Florida. If someone were to drop you in here in the middle of the day and not tell you you're in Florida, you'd have no idea you're in Florida. This looks so much like the jungle in here. You think it's neat now. Come in here about 2 o'clock in the morning when it's dark out, you can't hardly see your hand in front of you. Spooky. Or even better, come during alligator mating season and shine a flashlight on the lake and the water here. You see all the eyes that come back in here. That's neat.
Better yet, when I was a teenager, leave here at 2 o'clock in the morning with your date. That's where my date's
Alright. Now, the height of the canal does fluctuate, right? Anywhere from 4.5, 5.5 feet.
Oh, there's a fish.
He's having a hard time.
The fish is turning.
6.5 feet deep. Now, during the hurricane, or right after the hurricane, we couldn't get our boats under those bridges. The river was so high, it took us almost 3 months before we could get our boats in here. And we could bring our small boats in, but we had another problem. We got right to this area here. Coming up right at this curve here, you're gonna see a branch sticking out. It's got a little pink ribbon hanging from it. That's one top of the tree that got toppled over here. A 3-foot wide cypress tree toppled across the canal here. You see the bottom here and the top on this side. Now this top, that bottom, the root there, you can see the root system and you can see itself. It's 3 feet wide. It blocked the canal for up to 3 weeks. Now, what's interesting about the canal, they don't do anything in the canal if it doesn't block the channel. But that had that blocked the channel, so they actually had to come in and cut it out and get so boat traffic get through here. But as you notice here on both sides of the river here, you're going to see a lot of debris. Now after the hurricane, we had even more interesting debris. There was a mailbox with people's mail still in it. A piece of luggage with clothing in it, and some construction skids and pallets from a construction site a quarter of a mile away. It did a lot of damage here, but unless it blocks the channel, it doesn't do anything. There's a great blue heron right there. So when it blocks, unless it blocks the channel, they leave it. Now all that stuff I never eat. I'm sure it tastes like chicken. Everything tastes like chicken. I'm really in it. I've seen alligators eat anything else. Now the alligators will eat, their main source of food is turtle. But an alligator will eat not only turtles, but they'll eat fish if they have to. They'll even eat their own if they have to. Oh yeah. I've seen them eat birds. we had an alligator eat the bird at the dock one time, and the one lady looks at me, can't you do something? I'm not getting in there and fighting for a bird.
Save the bird.
Bird's on its
All
own.
the cypress trees that you see in the woods of the water, they're federally protected. The reason they're protected is the hard dense lumber is very water resistant, termite resistant, and rot resistant. So we had to put it under protection because it was very sought after for building material, and they put it under protection 30 years ago. Now, if they would not have put the cypress tree under protection, it probably would not be on this tour today, and we would not have our ecosystem. This would not be luxury homes, and it would not be private. It would positive way and kept all of this under protection. Now, the logs that you may see in the water could be hundreds of years old because it does not rot away. They're still in here. Now, this is how protected the cypress trees are. If you were caught taking out a dead cypress tree, the federal government will fine you $20,000. You can spend up to 5 years in a federal penitentiary. So they don't mess around with the cypress trees in the Dora Canal. Now, all around the trees, you'll see what looks to be like cones coming out of the water. Those Those are called cypress knees, and that's the lung of the cypress. Before they were protection, they were slicing those off, and they were varnishing them and making decorative lamps, stick necks, and whatnots. You start slicing those off, you kill the tree. So they're under protection as well. Now, there is one invasive plant in here. It is on both sides of you right now. It doesn't belong here. It's the vine wrapping around the tree. That's called arrowhead vine. It originates in Central and South America. They're not quite sure how it got here. But we're dealing with it. The state said it's not hurting or killing the tree. They're kind of leaving it alone right now. That's the only plant in here that doesn't belong here. Look straight ahead to the right. We'll give you a shot of it out by the Romania. Just look at the point that we ended up being. See if that alligator's still not around. You know, like I said, we're in the mating season time.
Look at the heron on the.
A lot of the females are laying way out of places where they can be disturbed and then laying off their eggs. The males, they're out in the large body of waters. Not really doing much right now with smoking cigars. It's not right after mating season. One male can mate with upwards of 25 female alligators in one mating season. So they're resting.
Now, what's interesting about this part of the canal here, I want you to notice the trees directly in front of us. To the left and right, you see, look like they've been snapped in half or chewed up. 12 years ago, a tornado tore through this part of the canal. Did a lot of damage. So you see a lot of debris to the left and right and the sides of the canal. But what's really cool is look at these trees. No bark. The tornado scoured them clean of the bark.
Yeah.
Some of them are dead. Hey, Eddie, look at a red-tailed hawk right in front of us. You're flying.
Mm-hmm.
Right in front of us. Look at the canal. Here's the hawk right in front of us. I'm sorry, red-shouldered
Beautiful.
hawk, not red-tailed.
Wow, so
These trees
big.
back then had defects in them 30 years ago. They were not any use to folks for building materials, so we were spared some of the older ones that had defects.
won't be able to do that in the other bridges. They'll get their heads kicked. Directly in front of us is Lake Eustis. And what else is really cool? Directly in front of us, you see the tree in the canal? That tree right in front of us is the Dora Canal Christmas tree. As we get closer, you're going to still see some leftover Christmas ornaments.
Wow.
And some other trinkets left on that tree. It's boater tradition.
So
Starting in
nice.
September up until Christmas, that people, as boats go by, they put Christmas ornaments on it. And last year, somebody even put solar-powered Christmas lights, so at night it lit up.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you'll still see some garland hanging. See that? That's the Eustis, the Dora Canal Christmas tree. Like I said, you come by here close to Christmas, you have them lit up and all decorated. It's pretty cool. All the beads and the Mardi Gras beads.
So you guys know Lake Eustis. Right now it's 4,800 acres of fresh water. Lake Eustis is 7,900 acres of fresh water. Right now the boat's headed north. All that wind's coming out of the north. If you went off to the other side straight ahead, you're going to the village of Grand Island. If you go off to the far right, around that outcrop of the trees, it'll put you in downtown Eustis. In the left corner, you go to Haynes Creek. You can run Haynes Creek for 7 miles through that rocky dam. And that's going to put you. Now keep in mind, 7,900 acres of fresh water. Our headwaters lake of Pine distance at 31,000 acres of fresh water. Lake Okeechobee, our largest lake in the state, 79,000 acres of fresh water. And Lake George is our second largest lake in the state. It's an hour and a half northeast of here. And Lake George is 58,000 acres of fresh water. Be very fortunate that you're on this boat today and not tomorrow, because tomorrow there'll be about 700 boats in the Dora Canal at any given time. And they'll all be going bumper to bumper. And by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they're all going to be suffering from a disease that I call Anheuser's. They're going to be quite inebriated by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's where this boat captain's going to have to earn his money. I promise you. Well, it just took us roughly 20 minutes to get through the canal. Tomorrow it's going to take me probably 30 to 45 minutes, because boats are going to hit each other. They're going to go sideways. And that's going to be all day Sunday, all day Monday. Because, you know, Memorial Day is a time here in the United States for us to remember our fallen soldiers in past wars. Well, we don't do that in the United States. We drink until we drop. At least. You look straight ahead, you see that turtle sitting on the log right there. What's right, one more time? So we got a little extra time.
All right, here, cool.
there's going to be a big log sticking out of the water, and I did see a yellow slider turtle on top of the log. See him over there? The big log on the left. There's a big turtle on the log.
The other day there were 2 or 3. Yeah, he's on there. He's got a baby with him.
It's right here, so it's all the way around. Well, it's 3/4 big one.
Yep. Oh, there's 2 there. Yeah.
Oh, there's a big one.
There's 2 in there. I didn't see that one. Fish. That's how they put up.
This is right here, Todd. We'll just go the rest of the way around.
We got another turtle here. Oh, yeah. Steal out of the shell, throw the shell back in, got an egret coming our way. I already told us that. Yes, I did.
So that'll be quiet.
There's a big one over there.
You're such a bird.
Stop it.
I did one of those things, Todd, that, you know, we have so many passengers throughout the year. But this is one that I really remember.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, another Englishman.
Is that Joe Knocker, right?
I can just imagine you at the heights.